What's up, everybody, and welcome to Pinellas County, Florida. We're on US19 heading south. This is a urban area with a lot of urban poverty, you could say. Most of the time, this area is just known for bars, strip clubs, vape shops, and stuff like that. And we're gonna cruise into Pinellas County. We're going to be crossing Clearwater soon at night, and just to give you guys a drive through this urban area at night, so you guys can see the city lights and the sights and sounds of Pinellas County. I haven't done too much in Pinellas County. I'm really not a fan of this area. It's the most densely populated area in the state of Florida. High population density by county, at least. Of any other county has the highest population density. Practically the entire county is urban, with a few pockets of preserves and stuff like that and parks. The vast majority of this cityscape is. Can you GPS our destination?
Yes, sir.
So we have a general idea. But so you guys can get a...
US19 north, east.
This is a straight line drive. Straight line drive.
Yeah, 20 miles.
No turns, but plenty of passing sights. I might even stop at a gas station or two so you guys can get to see some activity. So this is what it's like. What's that, Silks? Where are they selling?
Huh?
What is Silk selling?
Silks by Mew?
No, it's the,
Oh, I don't know.
they're selling artificial love. Snappers! I wonder if it's the same snappers as they have in Miami. Probably not.
I don't know, maybe.
It's probably a different type of snappers. It's not a hood snapper.
Flapjacks.
Flapjack.
Breakfast, lunch, and more. Breakfast.
Collision center. So yes, it is a straight line drive. Nonetheless, there's still sights to behold along this drive that should be of some interest. Some type of interest to you. Barbecue? Is that what it says there?
What?
Interesting businesses out here. Lots of businesses. Like I said, it's not like you're stopping and turning and going into a lot of businesses and stuff in the city. This is a straight drive, but there's sights to build.
LA Fitness.
Yeah, LA Fitness. It's a gym.
I used to work for one of those.
Bonita.
And Naples.
Yes, ma'am.
The one in Bonita went out.
Wing House. The Wing House. That's where you try to get me to buy wings. It's a little bit stronger than a Hooters. Not too strong, but stronger than a Hooters. Katie ordered wings there one time.
We didn't order. I sent you to go get
Yeah,
some.
you sent me in there to get wings. What a wife, man. I can't really complain. A lot of guys can I can't really complain about my wife, you know. She sent me in there to get some wings. I walked out red like a tomato. I was like, baby, why don't we just get something else tonight? She's like, no, honey, go in there and have fun. I was like,
I didn't say go in and have fun. I was in the parking lot with Dad, like, what the hell? You're like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm
what
going to go
happened
get
there?
some
Just want
food.
somebody over? We should do Cops
Yeah.
Live.
2 cars.
If we lived in an urban area, we could do so many videos.
Yes.
I wish we lived in a real, like in the heart of a large urban, like Miami or Tampa or something.
I think Tampa would probably be better.
Tampa would probably be better, man. We just live stream like driving through here or something, or
Yeah.
you know, like it would. I think living in an urban area would be so much better for our YouTube channel.
Probably.
Leo's Latin Italian Grill, Lucky Dill.
Starbucks.
Yeah, so Katie was just like, "Hey, honey, why don't you just go in there and get something for us to eat?" I walk in there, I'm like, "Whoa, all right." I walk out, I'm like, "Baby,
And his dad was in the car to make it worse. Thought we were.
yeah." Because at some point the employees came out, right?
Yeah, he thought we were at a whorehouse.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
There's a car right in the ditch. You saw that?
Oh my gosh.
Have you noticed how many accidents? Like, people are just high
Tomorrow's
out.
a holiday.
Yeah, they're already high out of their minds. They're already high and drunk out of their minds, you know?
First Thornton's.
When we saw the car slipped over like 2 miles back,
Yeah.
now this. It is terrifyingly dangerous to be out in the roads in Florida.
Yeah.
Like, Florida is in the middle of one of the worst drug epidemics.
It really is.
It is.
This is
And
worse
it's
than
not
I've ever
It's
seen
not on the
it.
news.
They'll never talk about
Oh,
this.
of course they'll never talk. Because you know why? Because the big pharmaceutical companies,
Are funding it.
they're funding it. They're not funding it. They're profiting from it. So they don't want you to know about it. Look at the car behind us right now. On 2 lanes. These big companies are making so much money off this.
Yeah. It is.
And they advertise with the same radio stations and TV shows and stuff that, you know, they advertise with them, so they're not gonna, like, for example, you think CNN or, for example, or whatever, or Fox News is gonna talk about that problem? Probably not, because, you know, Walgreens and all those companies and Walmart, even CVS, those big companies, they don't advertise. But what's going on in this part of Florida is terrifying. Because you go to other places, you have violence, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have violence in this part, you know, you don't have violence here. You just have absolute addiction problem, you know, lawlessness. It's like,
Look at the old school RV sign that lights up.
Arby's?
Yeah.
You said RV.
Arby's.
RB.
Arby's.
RV?
Arby's. Jose Arby's.
We're gonna drive to Alaska with our Arby's.
That does sound like fun.
I think what we have done in our lifetime so far has been quite the feat. Traveling so much, many storage in Tropicana.
Yeah.
I think last time I checked, 1 million people live in Pinellas County. That might be really outdated though. And it's the only, if I'm not mistaken, majority white county, because all the other counties are mixed. I think this Pinellas County is mostly white. Smoke shop, Roro. What's that right there?
Faux Queen.
You know they used to have a Gatti's Pizza here, but they closed it.
Yeah.
That was sad.
We went there.
Yeah, Gatti's Pizza.
We went there together.
Kobe. Japanese. Japanese and Japanese. One time for your mind. Boom, ba-dum, bum, bum. Japanese. We haven't had a single red light since we left, huh?
No?
We're on a roll, bro. I hear police sirens behind us. Let's get out of the way.
Because I need to get where I'm going as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm burnt out. I need a shower. I need to relax. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're on a highway, this is a highway.
Yeah.
As long as you're not blocking the ambulance, you don't have to stop, right? I don't think you have to stop, right? I mean, you're not blocking the ambulance here.
If they can get
It's an
by.
expressway. Yeah, they can definitely get by. Oh, he's getting off on that exit. We're in Clearwater. This looks like Clearwater to me, right?
Yeah,
We're in
that.
Clearwater. Remember this exit?
Yeah. And then Dobbs is down there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad we got food over. This is a long little road, about 30-minute drive. Yeah, we needed to eat. I'm glad we stopped to eat. So, here in Clearwater, US19 turns into like a highway, right?
Yeah.
We should do more Clearwater. How good was our Clearwater videos the last time?
Oh, I think it did really well.
Let's see how much they did. There's Dubs down there. There's that mall. We went inside that mall and did a video.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Didn't you find some kid in there?
Oh, a rapper, yeah.
Yeah.
I ran into a rapper who knew. No,
Yeah.
he told us he saw us. He was trying to promote his rapping career.
Yeah.
I looked him up, and I think he had a few rap music videos in like Spring Hill. It wasn't too impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he had a hustler's attitude about it though.
You gotta respect that.
You gotta respect that, bro. So we're now in Pinellas.
Gotta fake it till you make it.
Some people gotta fake it even after they make it.
I know some of those.
I'm an island boy, and I'm just trying to fake a gangster lifestyle. I'm glad I never went to the juvie or none of that stupid crap, man. I was lucky. I cannot complain about my life, man. I really have had all the kids that grew up with me in Royal Cove that were my age, out of 10 of them.
I could have gone to juvie once.
No, Kate, if a little white girl gets caught with a little bit of weed, they don't arrest her. They just take her back to your parents.
No, when I did the car thing, my parents could have gotten an insurance thing, but they would have had to have me arrested.
Yeah.
And press charges on me for theft, and they wouldn't do that.
All that stuff is just scare tactics. They're not going to arrest a little white girl for crashing a car into a house, you know?
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. They don't. If you've done it like 3 or 4 times, eventually the cops get tired of seeing you, and they will. But for the most part, those are all scare tactics, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like they wanted to put me in that New Beginnings crap. I wasn't doing that crap for anything.
That sounds like a scam.
The New Beginnings class? Nuh-uh. My friends on my street, what was crazy was there was this black kid. He wasn't even that bad, and they put him in New Beginnings. Like, it wasn't even like they were... Like, I guarantee you, if you went to Gulf Coast High School...
Yeah.
What year was I supposed to graduate? No, what year did I first...
You were supposed to graduate in 2009.
Okay. So, 2004 would have been the first year that I went to Gulf Coast High School?
2005.
2005? I guarantee you, if you went to 2005 and you saw by race who went to New Beginnings,
Yeah.
I guarantee you 30 or 40% of the black kids...
Probably more.
No, I wouldn't say more.
Yeah.
Probably 30 or 40% of the black kids got sent to New Beginnings, and probably... I bet you disproportionate to whites, probably maybe 10 to 20 times more likely, if not even more. You hear what I'm saying? Like, but percentage by race?
Yeah.
Look at this car, no lights on all. No lights at all, totally in the dark, look at that.
Wow. It's like with you, they should have, actually seen what was going on in the home.
No, it uses a turn signal.
Oh yeah, no lights but turn signals.
Yeah, they should have, but they don't care about educating you. They don't care about educating you. Look at this one, he's going a little bit past the street. St. Pete's 17 miles. What I'm saying is, like, proportionately,
But if it was little Johnny, little white kid, they would have called home.
Yeah.
Or did a home study and see what's going on.
Yeah, they don't do that. You know what your home study is? New Beginnings, Alternative Learning Center.
That's messed up. That is the real steering and blockbusting.
Yeah, I guarantee you, if that year, 2005, my first year in high school, if you went by percentage, how much likelier, like, let's say black kids were to go to New Beginnings versus white kids, you get a ratio of at least 10, I guarantee you.
Yeah. The person who got you out, they should lose their pension. Yep, they should all lose their pensions.
I don't know. I wouldn't go that far, but I would say this. They were the person that got me kicked out of high school got promoted right afterwards.
Yep.
It was like they were so happy to get me out of there, like they promoted that person. That person had no talent, let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean, that person had absolutely no talent at all. Probably one of the worst teachers in that whole school. But they were pulling power plays, man.
Yep.
They're dirty people, man.
Yep.
Like, you know cops, and there's push and shove between cops and
if I had
politicians.
seen, like, the stuff that I've seen,
you wouldn't believe me.
I wouldn't believe you. But I've seen it, and I see
it.
how ugly it is.
Lived it.
And see how wrong people are.
Yeah. Now imagine now,
Yeah.
for somebody who's black, they get it worse in Spanish.
Yeah.
All I know is that there's a disproportionate disadvantage. And, like, let's say, like, teachers, right? You know, cops and politicians, they muscle their way into power, right? But are you kidding me? The school districts, there's people in the school district, they're doing power plays, you know what I mean? Like, to get those jobs and promotions and stuff, they do power plays. And you're like, at a grocery store, you got workplace politics everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
But when you think about workplace politics in the school district,
Yeah. That messes with children's lives. That affects them forever.
Yeah.
And the fact that they are doing that is criminal. That should be prosecuted.
Yeah, but it's not prosecuted, of course not.
It won't.
Like, there's this one girl, one teacher, right? She was a teacher. I can't say her name, but she was a teacher, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And her daughter, first, she was one of the best teachers in Naples ever. Ever. I've run into her with you. Remember? One time we ran into a teacher, and she told you she was my teacher in a school, remember?
Vaguely.
Okay. This lady was one of the best teachers, hands down, that I ever had in Naples. And her daughter was one of the best star students, period. Just star student. And they were trying to get, another teacher had a little bit of swing, right? And they were trying to get her daughter in trouble. And they got her daughter in trouble. Like, one day I was in ISS, and this girl was in ISS, and I was like, yo, what are you doing here? Like, she's a star student. Like, no reason for this girl to be there. She's like, oh, you know, my mom's a teacher, and there's another teacher that's trying to get her fired, or, you know, make her look bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were getting this girl, they were getting her daughter in trouble and sending her to detention to make the mom look bad.
Same teacher that was messing with you?
No, this was way before that.
Okay.
This was way before that. You know, but they were putting this girl in detention. Star student, like, you saw this girl, and every other kid was like, what on earth is this girl doing here? She didn't do anything. And there was another girl from another parent, and the other girl started bothering her and stuff. You know, they were egging on the other girl to bother her, so they would fight or whatever, because they were trying to make the mom look bad.
Yeah. Well, my dad told you to sue the school board back then. Yeah.
Yeah, if you had to sue every person, you had to sue. But it doesn't matter. What matters is, you know, that some people have some stark disadvantages compared to other people. And it should by no means prevent you from being whatever you got to be.
Yeah.
But if you sit here and every day lament about every person that's done you wrong in life, it'll eat you up.
You have to move forward.
Yeah, you have to move forward. You have to move forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I've had a few, you know, especially when we lived in Alabama, I've had a few people that were African American call me and tell me some of the things they went through and all that, and I would just tell them, you gotta let it go.
Yeah.
How can I let this go? I'm like, you have to let, because it's gonna eat you alive.
Yeah.
You know, and you're gonna encounter more than that in the future.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the end of
If we ever have kids, I'm homeschooling.
That's cool. And then these are the schools that name themselves the best schools.
Yep.
You know, to me, the best schools are the ones like where, like, well, I just had a comment on my channel recently from a person. He was a white person who went to school in Florida, but he's a white person that grew up in a black area. And he left a comment on my channel recently, something along the lines of, he said that if there was black kids that were successful and they were doing good in school, all the other black kids would pick on them. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
I did see that kind of happen.
Yeah. And then, like, there are students who...
Yeah.
He made a long, elaborate comment. There was lots of points to his comment. But the one that caught my attention was where he said that there was black kids who were really good academic and very successful, and that all the other black kids would pick on those kids and tell them, oh, why you care about school, you know what I mean? Like, they're purposely holding them back, trying to hold them back so they couldn't be successful.
Yeah.
So it was, in that case, it's not an exterior force, it's your own. Whoa. There we go. Here's another one. Usually they're in groups.
What I remember from Dunbar,
You went to a black school.
yeah.
And so did I. I went to a black school. I never had a problem in this. That's the other
Yeah.
thing. I never had a problem in Louisville. 95% black. Never had a problem. One time, the baddest kid in school wanted to fight me because he thought I was bad. And me and him had to, muscle up, and I ran away.
I'll tell you this.
I knew he was going to beat me up.
I liked a few of the teachers that they had at
Black teachers are the best.
Dunbar.
Would you agree that black teachers are predominantly better than white teachers?
No.
No? At least in my experience, man.
Okay, at least the ones that I had a few,
Well, here's the thing.
and they were like so arrogant.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
You were a white student in
Yeah.
a black school. So your opinion of those teachers...
I didn't talk. I mean, it's just like sitting
you-
like they were talking about how great they are, and I'm just like,
their disposition.
no. And I had
I got
some great black teachers as well,
Alright.
but a couple of them, they had so much arrogance on them.
I
It
get
was
you.
just
I get you. So look, in my case, the best teachers I've ever had were all black. We had some good white teachers. I remember Miss Greenlee.
Yeah.
She died from cancer. I believe she died from cancer. Well, they're drag racing in the other lane. I believe Miss Greenlee died from cancer. She got sick from cancer. There was an Italian teacher in Naples that was our teacher. He died from cancer as well. He was an incredible teacher.
yeah.
In fact, he helped me put my work on display before he passed away. He put my work on display in the school in the hallways because I'm very artistic as well. I don't know if you guys know that. Very, very talented with art and stuff. I just don't have time to dedicate to that, but I'm very
Yeah.
artistic as well.
Yeah.
But the best teachers I had was a teacher called Mr. Williams. He came from Atlanta, Georgia, and he was kind of transplanted in Naples, And everybody that went to North Naples Middle School will tell you that Mr. Williams was the best teacher we ever had because this guy came from the hoods in Atlanta, and he taught us a few things that weren't on the textbook. You know what I mean? How to roll up a blunt. Just kidding. I'm gonna catch you off guard. It didn't catch you off guard at all.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Pay attention to me. Dang, I'm talking to you.
Do
woman.
you pay attention when I talk?
Always. You were talking about how you hate black teachers.
I did not say that.
Listen.
I had great black teachers, but I also had like one or two
Listen.
that were so arrogant. It was just
I heard you. Mr. Williams
yeah.
in North Naples Middle School was the best teacher we ever had.
Yeah.
That teacher single-handedly saved kids from making so many mistakes. I mean, what he did was probably the greatest work that's ever been done in Naples
Yeah.
with little rich kids. He did an incredible job. I can't really elaborate on it because whatever, but the guy, we need more teachers like him. And again,
Yeah.
can't elaborate. He risked his job. He didn't care too much about his job. He cared about helping the kids with what they needed. But it mattered more to him than that. He taught us a lot of great things that probably might have even saved lives to that point. Because addiction was a problem in Naples. He literally, I can't even elaborate because he might be out there doing good deeds still.
Yeah.
But anyways, he saved lives. I guarantee you that. Get skateboarding over there.
That's
wow.
I will say this
They're
at
close
Dunbar, they had some interesting subs.
That Miss Smith in Louisville, Kentucky, she was black. She taught me some incredible lessons.
Yeah.
And what caught me off guard, I didn't know. I was just a little kindergarten, third grade, second grade student. A second grade student doesn't understand. We're so innocent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's probably what allowed some of those African American teachers to teach us just beautiful lessons. It's not what it mattered to you back then when you were a little kid. They were impressive lessons because they sticked with you, But Miss Smith, I would say that the best teachers that I had were African American, because to them, especially when they're in the presence of other African American kids, not in the case of Mr. Williams because he was teaching a bunch of white kids, but something about African American teachers, they have more appreciation. I mean, think about it. African Americans weren't even allowed to read back then. So a teacher that's African American, that does that from the heart, they look at the value of education and the responsibility of their work as being far, far, far surpassingly important than somebody who's just there for a paycheck. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, I've been your experience.
Well, I mean, with any group of people, you're gonna have great people and you're gonna have people.
Okay. I'm sure what you mean by that, but okay. Lots of
Like,
life up here.
1,000 feet,
Yeah,
turn right
not
onto 76th Avenue North.
person you meet in
Oh, I
life
get you,
will
I
have a
get you.
personality that. And I was a kid who, like, I rarely talked in class, so I don't even think they knew I existed other than when I said here when they called my name.
Turn
Well, it's
right
like
onto 76th Avenue
that teacher
North,
that I mentioned,
then
Mr.
turn
Williams. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
He had absolutely no respect for me at all.
yeah.
To him, I was a stumbling block. I was in the way. You understand?
Yeah.
Turn
To him,
left, then your destination will be
my
on the left.
presence was an annoyance to his far surpassingly important goal of helping these kids, because all those kids, he saw me as a, you know, so he did not like me at all, because he knew I didn't have the same value of education. You know, I wasn't there for the same reason he was. But nonetheless, even though I didn't like him, he definitely didn't like me.
Head south.
I definitely respect what he was doing. But that's perspective in life. Your perspective in life for black teachers has been that they sucked. And mine's has just
No.
been...
I just had like one or two that were just a little.
And that's
Your
fine.
destination is on the right.
That's fine. So this neighborhood's supposed to be pretty hot. This will be a nice drive run for me later. What's it say? Customer. I'm a customer. What the crap?
Diamond member.
A diamond member?
Yeah.
Diamonds in the dirt. Park right here. Oh, let's park on the other side. Let's do that. There's a lot of life to this Pinellas County. Lots of lights and whatever, you know. Nice. Look at that nice big truck. Okay, let's see where we can park. I want to park somewhere that I feel safe. I heard this neighborhood's not the best, but we'll find out. We're gonna go for a midnight walk around, me and you together. You'll go first in case it's dangerous and it will hurt you and it will hurt me. I'm not gonna put myself out there like that. You can start, you know, whatever. Alright guys, we're out.